France will face Sweden in the round of 16 of this World Cup. This time, there will be no more calculations, no room for error, and no second chances. The group stage is now behind them. Every minute will matter, every duel will be decisive, and every opportunity could change the destiny of both nations. Only one team will continue its journey toward World Cup glory, while the other will see its campaign come to an end. It is at this stage that football's greatest performances are born. But it is also where some of the tournament's biggest disappointments unfold. On paper, France enters the match with a slight advantage. Les Bleus have been considered one of the tournament favorites since the opening day, and their performances throughout the group stage have only strengthened that reputation. Match after match, France has displayed a balanced, disciplined, and highly effective team capable of making the difference through both collective organization and individual brilliance. Defensively, the French side has been extremely difficult to break down. In midfield, they have dictated the tempo through excellent technical quality, while their attacking players have consistently created danger with their pace, creativity, and clinical finishing. As the tournament has progressed, France has looked stronger with every game. Confidence continues to grow inside the squad, and the team appears to be reaching its highest level just as the competition enters its most demanding phase. That experience in major international tournaments could prove to be a decisive advantage in knockout football, where a single mistake can immediately end a nation's World Cup dream. However, Sweden has certainly not reached this stage by accident. The Scandinavian side earned its place in the knockout rounds through outstanding collective discipline. Since the beginning of the tournament, Sweden has demonstrated excellent defensive organization, remarkable tactical discipline, and an impressive ability to remain compact even under sustained pressure. Although they may not play the most spectacular football in the competition, the Swedes have repeatedly shown that they know exactly how to capitalize on key moments and punish every mistake made by their opponents. Their group stage campaign highlighted a team capable of suffering without losing its structure. That ability to defend together while remaining patient has become one of Sweden's greatest strengths. The longer the score remains level, the more dangerous Sweden becomes. This round of 16 clash therefore presents a fascinating contrast between two very different football philosophies. France will naturally look to dominate possession from the opening whistle and impose its rhythm on the match. Les Bleus will attempt to build patiently before accelerating through the outstanding technical quality of their midfielders and the constant movement of their attacking players. Once France begins finding spaces between defensive lines, it becomes one of the most dangerous attacking teams in world football. Sweden is expected to adopt a much more cautious approach. Their objective will be to remain defensively compact, limit the available space, and quickly launch counterattacks whenever possession is regained. The Scandinavian side is also particularly dangerous from set pieces, an area that could prove decisive in such a closely contested knockout match. The battle in midfield will almost certainly be one of the game's defining factors. If France succeeds in controlling possession and dictating the pace, its chances of qualification will increase significantly. However, if Sweden manages to disrupt the French rhythm through aggressive pressing and disciplined positioning, Les Bleus could find themselves involved in a much more difficult contest than many anticipate. The psychological battle will be equally important. In knockout football, the difference in quality between teams often becomes much smaller than expected. Discipline, concentration, resilience, and efficiency in decisive moments frequently become more important than individual talent alone. That is why France will need to remain fully focused against a Swedish team renowned for its defensive strength and determination. Our prediction remains a 2-0 victory for France. Thanks to the depth of its squad, its experience on the biggest stage, and its ability to raise its level when it matters most, France appears to hold a slight advantage. Nevertheless, one thing is certain: Sweden possesses all the qualities required to turn this match into a fierce battle until the very final whistle. When this round of 16 encounter comes to an end, only one nation will continue its pursuit of World Cup glory. The other will leave the tournament knowing it came painfully close to another memorable achievement. That is the beauty and the cruelty of knockout football.